to go to dinner. And the black men, of course. And when we come back, Sharon says, well, where's the chocolate man? He was there when we left the room, and when we came back, he wasn't there.
See, you weren't invited into other people's homes, even though we were white.
They didn't invite you because you weren't from the South?
Until they knew that we had sympathy for the situation.
I was in that Mary and Randy's house when they had the twins. I went down to.
So what year was that?
We moved down there
60,
in 19.
Not 60. Oh, maybe it was 60.
Yeah, you were born in 60. You were born in the end of May, and
I
we
was
moved
2
down
months
in
old.
mid-July.
Yeah.
And we came back in the fall of 62.
So that was early 60s, huh? What part of Georgia was that?
Atlanta.
Have you been back to Atlanta?
Peachtree Lane?
Yeah, Peachtree, yeah.
Well, we were, yeah, it was near there, but in our apartment complexes, all the streets were Morosco. Morosco Way, Morosco Road, Morosco
that the
Avenue,
developer?
Morosco Circle, huh?
Was that the developer?
Yeah,
Sounds confusing.
it was probably the developer's name. You had to be sure you put, that Avenue, Street, whatever.
They really screwed up GPSs. Luckily, they didn't have GPS at the time.
What did you like about down there?
The
Well,
weather,
the climate was good. You didn't, snow once or twice is all we ever had. But I didn't like the bugs.
and there was a guy from Scranton,
Down there?
a good friend of mine, was transferred down there at the same time, and we lived only a couple of houses apart from one another.
Is that how you found where you wanted to live?
Yeah.
From him? Was he down there first?
Yeah, he was down there already.
What's that?
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. I knew it was Fitz something.
Wait, how long did you live down in Georgia for?
Mom? Emily, ask again, Emma.
How long did you live down in Georgia for?
We moved down in July of 60 and came back in the fall of 62. So we were down there like 2 years and a couple of months.
And why were you guys down there?
His job transfer.
What did you do?
I just found out since in the last couple of years that he requested. It wasn't that he had to go.
He never told you that?
No.
How did you find that out now?
He just mentioned it. They were having trouble or something down there. Oh, send me. I can straighten it out. And 3 babies.
Tell him about going down there. You were doing it alone, weren't you?
I was flying alone with the 3 little ones. Kathy's not even...
Pregnant?
No, not pregnant yet.
No, you would have been.
No, I got pregnant once we were down in Atlanta.
Oh.
Don't ask about that.
Kathy's only not even 2 months old. And I got to fly with Kevin and Sharon and Kathy.
Oh.
And Sharon's barely walking. Kevin's toddling. I'm trying to handle all 3 of them.
Man.
Then I have to go to the flight. No, we actually got on the plane. Everybody says, don't worry about anything. They'll help you feed the kids. You order dinner. There's no help. I asked the attendant to heat the bottle. She brings it back so hot I can't touch it. And there was no help. And
Wasn't it delayed? The flight canceled or
well,
something?
then they had some kind of mechanical difficulties, and see, Lucille and Jack had driven me down there. He had gone on ahead. They'd already dropped me off and saw me on the plane, and they took off to go back to Marine City. And then the plane comes back and lands, and there I am with 3 babies, and all I've got is a can of Similac in my suitcase. You had a bottle without it being boiled or whatever. The formula had to be boiled. And
That explains a
they
lot.
did put me up in a hotel room, and I called. I said, I got to have some food in here, some sandwiches. Well, we don't have room service. You got to go out and get it. I said, I've got 3 babies in here, and I can't get out and get anything.
So did they bring
did
it?
bring something, yes. And then in the morning, I had to have 2 porters, one to help me with the kids and one to help with the luggage.
And then when I arrived there for the next morning to pick her up, then everybody at the airport knew me.
So I know it's tough traveling with Sharon nowadays, just, you know, fully grown, I can imagine.
But
Hilarious.
those things happen, and you live through it. Never once did I think, oh, this plane is going to crash or something. Or I'm thinking, how am I going to do this?
What did you have us in? Just
Huh?
strapped into the seat?
That we had the row. You were still in a carrier thing. Sharon must have been walking, and Kevin was walking, and he wandered away from me and almost went down the escalator in the terminal.
I think you had me in a scissors hold between your legs and he was on your lap.
You know, and then you got to stand in line, you know, to wait for other accommodation, flight. But you lived through it, right?
And then when she arrived, and I said, "How did everything go?"
Piece of cake.
And when she started, then I said, "I shouldn't have asked that."